Hey, this is Fired and Fishing in North Carolina. We're up here at South Mountain State Park. Do a little bit of trout fishing. It's a little bit late in the summer. The water's pretty warm, so I'm not really counting on catching much anything, but I'm gonna catch something. So let's have a go at it. Remember, while you're out here at a state park, make sure you get your fishing license, because they usually have game wardens up and down through here, or park rangers, or whatever you want to call them. Every time I came down here to go fishing, I've gotten stopped at least once, sometimes even twice, for my license, depending on if it's the same ranger up and down the trail. I forgot a very important part. Don't forget to put in a good dip, or this will happen. The trout fishing at South Mountain State Park primarily occurs in two streams, Jacobs Fork and Shiny Creek. These two small streams, each classified as wild streams, they merge together about 2 miles into the park. The streams called Jacobs Fork is managed under delayed harvest regulations. And make sure you pay attention to these regulations, because they change throughout the year and not every year is the same. Right now we're allowed to use live bait.
It was coming out.
So this is the only brown trout this is the only brown trout that I've seen since I've been fishing here today. I've been fishing probably 2 hours so far down here, and I've been fishing on him probably about 30 minutes. And as my camera woman gets bored of me fishing for the same fish, she's gonna pan around and I'm gonna talk to you for a bit. Something I want to talk about is, if you can, get here on a weekday. Right now I'm here on a Monday morning and it is completely empty. It's really nice and I have room to fish. If you're down here Friday through Sunday, you're gonna have crowds of people, families, kids jumping in your hole that you're trying to fish in. Turns into a headache real quick. They'll just look at you too. You're trying to fish in one spot where your hook is, and they'll cannonball right where you're trying to trout fish. Anyway, I've used all 3 of the flies that I brought here today. I only brought 3 flies that were on my hat and a fishing rod with some line. That's it. I've used all 3 of them. I'm shaking it in front of his face. I'm moving it in different ways. He's not that interested. He'll look at it and swim away. I can't really get him onto it. Luckily, I saw a little crawdad. He was much more interested in my bait than the fish was. Lucky for me, unlucky for him. I bring him up. Dude, good looking crawdad. Bad news is I'm going to have to tear them apart. Good news is I've got some live bait I can catch this trout on. Cut them up into a couple of bite-sized pieces, and I don't have any other hooks other than the little hooks I got on my flies, and immediately start circling around it and snatches it. Here it comes. And just as I try to get you a good view of the fish, I drop them in the water immediately, which is what I do 90% of the time that I catch trout, especially the keeper sizes. There it goes.
It'll fall.
Finally.
After finding that crawdad, the fishing started, taking up a little bit better. I was out there fishing for probably about 2-3 hours before I finally caught that fish. Now having that little bit of crawdad on my hook, I'm getting a lot more bites. Probably caught about 5 or so fish since I was down there. I filmed a couple of them. GoPro dies pretty quickly. If you didn't know, you better be out there with at least 3 batteries if you're trying to film this. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. If you like what you saw, click the like button, subscribe if you want to keep seeing more videos. The next video is going to be at Carolina Beach, North Carolina. If you have any suggestions on where I should be fishing in North Carolina, send them in the comments. See ya.